All right, we're rolling. We're rolling. Hey guys, this is Jesse from Prostreet Media, and welcome to the first ever installment of Prostreet Talk. We're here with Anthony Caruana and Matthew Portelli. Known these boys for a few years actually. Good mates, talk a lot of shit, have a lot in common. And yeah, so one thing led to another, and now we're sitting on a fold-out table with some microphones and having a drink.
In my garage?
Yeah, in your garage. So
How did this all come about?
I don't know. So firstly, you know what? We'll introduce everyone first. To my left, well, your right, we've got Anthony Caruana.
Hey guys, how are you?
So
Exciting stuff.
introduce yourself.
My name's Anth Caruana. Obviously, been around the Victorian car scene for
Quite
a little while now. I'm a bit older than you boys.
Not much older than me, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
Look, I would have still been in school when you were getting around in the Val or whatever. Yeah. So
yeah. Well, I am. Well, I was about to say that. I am the owner of a 1988. Yeah, I've been doing it for that long. 1988 Bellina Turbo, which is currently at CK Automotive's factory, getting some work done there. Behind the camera, which they can't see, there is a 1993 GDR V-Spec, which is actually sold, and I can't say who's bought it, but I'm sure everyone will find out.
Yeah.
And
interesting stuff for the future, man.
if they didn't know, I was lucky enough to win that off Tough Streeters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which you guys would have seen on Facebook and Instagram and all that.
In fact, you actually picked the car over. It was a VL Calais as well.
yeah, so I had
You
the choice between VL Calais Turbo and the GDR. And yeah, went the GDR.
One VL's more than enough.
Look, it's an amazing feeling to win something, and it's funny. Like I used to always watch the LMCT ones and stuff like that, and you see people not as excited, or they sell them straight away. It's a very different situation when you're in that situation. So, I was over the moon winning the car.
Yeah.
But the money could go a long way for my family and I. I've got a young family and stuff like that. And
100%.
plus, I've already got a VL, so I'm very grateful in the win. Some other person's going to enjoy it. They've picked it up for a pretty good price, I would say, which is fair. Some other person gets to enjoy it, and I'll get a little bit of money to help out the family. Maybe go on holidays and do something like that. So
That's it, bit on the house, etc. Yeah,
Maybe build another sick, Y61 again. GU.
We'll see. I will tell you from now, I will be building another GDR.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know when.
Well, that's news to us. So,
But
yeah.
I tell you from now, I will build another GDR. I promise myself.
all right. No.
You heard it first.
I'd love to see
All right.
it. Hopefully it's an
Yeah.
R33. I love 33s, man.
No chance.
I
ugly as
like
fuck.
them.
Man.
I like them. Like
Nah.
everyone,
We don't want to set up the R33 owners here, yeah? So,
Look, everyone glorifies the 32s, the 34s, even 35s, even though they're not a Skyline, they're still a GDR at the end of the day.
But there's a reason why.
Yeah, but
People glorify Kim Kardashian over Paris Hilton. There's a reason why.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton is a 33.
well, I think we should start introducing myself.
Yeah, sorry.
before we get sidetracked, because
Yeah,
this
because
is
now
so
we're talking
gonna
about
happen.
Paris Hilton, and so hi guys, I'm
All right, so to my right, Matthew Portelli. Introduce yourself for those that don't know you.
Hi guys, I'm sure compared to these two guys here, not much of you will know me. You'll be like, who the hell is this guy? Long story short, I've been in the car scene for quite some time. And probably not as long as Anth, but I've been on the car scene for quite some time now. Been pretty much best mates with Jesse for quite a few years now. Again, we met through the car scene. Had some good trips together, some good day trips, last minute day trips.
And just by sheer luck, meeting each other by purely owning very similar cars.
Yeah, well, pretty much I done a BF gear turbo first, in a way.
Come on.
So
And own every set of wheels I've owned as well.
yeah, but look, I wasn't the first, and I'm not going to be the last. Yeah. So, but I don't know if you guys know, I also own EFT 747 with the Barrett Turbo.
Who?
Who's that? Who?
What car?
What car? Yeah, who's that?
What
Is
car?
that ELT 275?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, from Wish, yeah, from Wish. No,
Off eBay.
yeah. No, look, it's all right. Yeah,
Like a lot of people actually like that car, like on socials and that. Like people saying that actually, despite it being your car that you've owned coincidentally 8 years. We'll say 8 years, but that's the story for later in the podcast.
Yeah, exactly right.
People love it because it's different.
It's
It's common seeing barrel swaps now, but also to the state of your car. Like, It's got the gear trim. It's an XR6. You know, the story behind it, and then also it's got the running gear and that, and your plans with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
exactly right, man. Just being an EFXR in general, you don't even see them alone these days, let alone seeing one being on gate and dosing down the road. You know what I mean? Making a bit of power. So
Seen one, seen them all to me.
yeah, I've seen one Bellina turbo. That's enough for me, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Seen
out.
one, seen them all.
that's well, Jesse. Well, yeah, pretty much. I own the Barra Turbo, making about 410 real kilowatts
For now.
and yeah, I'm sure probably everyone knows your car, Jesse, but give it a bit of rundown on yours, I recommend.
I should give a rundown on myself as well. I mean, each of you have already done it, but then, you know, there's going to be some people on this podcast that know Anth and not me, and some people that know you and not me.
Yeah, exactly right.
So anyway, my name's Jesse Benici. I'm also Maltese like these people next to me.
Yep.
I'm quite young, if you can't tell. I'm 21. These blokes have at least 5 years on me minimum. And
21. I've got 10 years on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
at least 5 years, because he's like... Oh,
Mr.
you're
Portelli
28.
96, mate. So yeah, I'm 28, man.
I feel young, but I also make you feel old.
Yeah, but you know what? You got your head more screwed on than some guys I know that are older than Anth, man. So I think this is how we've come together and collab this. So
There you go.
I believe that too. And your drive, man. I wish I had your drive.
Thank you. So anyway, back to me. I hate talking about myself, but I'll talk
Yeah,
about
normally
about
you're behind
myself
the
this
camera.
once. I'll
So-
talk about myself this once. So I'm 21. I currently work full-time as a photographer and videographer for Tough Streets and for myself at Prostreet Media. I do, I'd say about 80% of the content that you see on the social media page. Basically everything that's nowadays filmed on the camera, I'm behind that. So writing scripts, doing the advertisements, and, you know, just piecing together some cool content, going interstate, like, you know, with Chunga, doing handovers with the cars. It's a really sick experience, and, you know, for someone my age, being able to be connected with these boys and, you know, just...
Brought me and you closer.
Oh, bro, like
All of
100%.
us, yeah. All of us, man.
Like,
Yeah.
I knew Anthony, obviously, before he won the GDR. Like, I still remember the days of him rocking up to, what was it, like Popeye's kebab car meets and just rolling through with his VL.
Yeah, I think so.
Was this
Yeah.
pre-COVID days?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, would've been.
Oh,
yeah.
nah, it was during COVID, because I started
Was it
Pro
during
Street during COVID, yeah.
No, I was after I just got the VL sprayed. That was
nah.
just before COVID.
Because I started Pro Street in 2020, so, and obviously that's the year.
Wasn't that the peak of COVID?
That was the year everything went down.
8 o'clock at night,
8 p.m.
Yeah.
curfews and that.
5Ks from home. Yeah.
What a time to be alive, yeah.
Yeah.
No comment. Why are we talking about that crap for?
Yeah, true.
Because
Yeah.
this is how I started.
How
yeah.
Pro Street started.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys are really
yeah.
still in the spotlight for
I
me. man.
apologise.
Come on.
Yeah, come on,
I
Ed.
never
Let him
put
talk,
my-
man.
I never put
Let him
myself.
Come on, bro.
I
Come on,
never
man.
put myself in front of a camera,
Tyler,
and you guys are really
how-
taking the spotlight from me. I
So
see
how did
it
Pro
is.
Street start? Go
How
on.
did Pro Street start? I was just bored and taking photos at car shows on my phone. Usually that's how it'd be. My old man would take me everywhere. I am who I am with the cars and stuff because of my old man. I've been basically given Hot Wheels cars since before I was born. Like, he had a collection waiting for me
Yeah,
before I
ready
even
to
came out
go.
the womb, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, I was, if I wasn't into cars, I'm pretty sure I would have been, like, you know, disowned or something. But
First, what was your first Hot Wheels car?
one I vaguely remember. Actually, I've got a Bianchi model that I've owned for a very long time, which is a VL, and my dad's painted it 1D008 or whatever it is, that yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
painted it yellow, and I remember I absolutely scratched the shit out of it and like tore the wheels apart, everything. Yeah,
You want to put sockies on the back, yeah?
Hey,
That's
I
it, no.
still got. Hey, I still got that model car. But another one I still remember. I've got like a little grey '57 2-door or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But forget it. I can't remember how many Hot Wheels cars I've had. I've had that many. Anyway, so 2020 lockdown. I just thought of the name Pro Street Media. I didn't think of much of it. I had a few Instagram accounts already at the time where I just like, you know, I had one based purely for Holdens and one for Torontos. Funny enough, I was raised a Holden person and now end up owning 2 Fords. So
Yeah,
that's
So,
funny.
hey, you weren't even 18 when you started Pro Street, were you?
No,
I don't think you
was
were.
16, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go,
I
man.
was
So
16 when I started Pro Street, and it all started with just phone photos. Yeah, like go
the
to car
BF was
shows.
non-existent then, yeah?
I had no cars to my name,
Yeah.
dude. I was just fucking.
When did you buy the BF?
I was in year 12 when I bought the BF, but Pro Street started when I was in year 10. So yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
16-year-old me just taking photos of car shows on my phone.
And
I
here we
was
are.
like, hey, you know what? Let's buy a camera. I just started looking at my options. I was like, you know what?
Well,
I'll go for the one a little bit more expensive. It's a DSLR. It'll get me in the market a bit better. It's a better quality camera, and I'm so grateful I made that decision because You know, I still remember that decision sitting in my room because as a 16-year-old, spending $1,000 is a lot of money when you're 16.
Bro, it's now spending a lot of money, man.
It's a lot of money for me now.
Yeah, but it's still a lot of money now. But imagine as a 16-year-old when you get like maybe like $80 a week if you work like a Macca's job like 3 hours a week or something.
Yeah, so
or
you
5
dedicated a
hours.
lot into it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, but
I was like, you know, I want to give this a good crack, sort of thing. I like it. I find it fun. Let's see what it is like doing it behind a camera instead of on a phone.
yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, we've this has been in the talk for such a long time. Like, this is new to everyone now, but
I wouldn't say a long time.
Oh.
I messaged you.
Oh yeah, well look, it was about
I
3
messaged
weeks
you
ago.
3 weeks ago. I'm like, hey, we need a podcast. And
Yeah,
you're like,
but-
no.
what
Straight
was
away.
it? Me and Jesse back in the day, I said for Jesse, I wanted to do vlogging. It was
Yeah.
because our day trips and stuff. So we wanted to do something similar to this, but and again, it came into the
Yeah, but our
podcast.
day trips wouldn't be like, oh, let's go get a picnic, this and that, get some fish and chips. No, our day trips
Yeah.
would be like car-related shit.
It'd be
stupid
sail,
stuff,
bloody-
drag racing, car
yeah.
meets. Like we'd go drive 3 hours to like
Three.
Well, Sale, for example.
Yeah.
Drive to Sale. We got there at like 7 o'clock at night, had a pub feed. By the time we got back to the hotel, we were plastered. Next morning, get up at 3 a.m. because we couldn't sleep. Hungover, went to Macca's, got water, washed the car. And then the next morning, back at the same, later that morning, like 7 o'clock, back at the same Macca's, shammying the car. In
the car, yeah,
in the
I remember.
drive-through, shammying the car.
I miss
while
that
we're waiting
FG,
for
man.
our
I really
food.
do.
Yeah, while waiting for our food, then going to the car meet.
Well, where were you coming back from when we done that live feed on TikTok?
That was King of the Street.
King of the street, man.
So you used to come. Why wasn't I there?
That's
that
all.
weekend?
That's all we're doing the live stream because I wanted to start to get into the vlogging. You know what I mean?
So you might want to. So what we did was somehow I think you two were live,
Well, and you said, "Oh, these guys are live streaming."
and I thought, hang on, I'll just jump on and stick my head in as well.
Why not, man? We love you. Yeah,
So
And that was it.
yeah, that's it, bro.
we were doing the drag racing live streams, and then
Talking about
obviously
my car, your car, the King of Street. Yeah, I
no,
done.
the actual live streams.
Yeah,
of
on
the
your
drag
page. It
racing,
was me as
on
well
my
as
page.
you.
Yeah, and then on the way home, we're like, oh, let's do a TikTok live. I'm like, yeah, whatever, sort of thing. Like, I didn't think much of it. And like, we'll have a laugh. People were commenting, talking.
Look where it's got us, man.
And then we did one with Anth, like we were like, oh, let's get Anth in it, you know, whatever. And like you're filming the GDR and the back
And I still had the VL here as well.
Oh,
Yeah, you did too. Yeah, you did too, man.
You did too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I still
and-
had the VL here when we did that.
Yeah, no, you did. Yeah.
dude, that was a good like 3 months ago now when you
Yeah,
think about
easy.
it. Dude,
And
that was-
then I'll be honest. So then how I messaged you 3 weeks ago, like we said prior.
Yeah.
you were just
and-
like, let's do a podcast like Street
But-
20.
Yeah, well, that's what I was about to mention. So the Street 20 guys up in Sydney, if no one has seen them yet, they are just next level. All those guys sitting at the table, they're like Jet 275 and all that. Like they've got like
Big
6
boys,
second
yeah.
passes under their belts. Like
Big
the-
people in the car scene in Sydney.
they know what's going on.
Yeah.
But
like big, or incorporated big shops, big,
yeah, man,
like
Matooks,
big everything, yeah.
Croydon, Andrew Hawkins has been on it. B2R, they got Romanos on there as well.
And it's just like
it's just a really good podcast.
Yeah.
But they mainly concentrate on the Sydney car scene. That's why I messaged you. I'm like, if we had to do a podcast for a Victorian scene, who could it be with? So
and
The
now
three
we're here.
Maltesers.
And initially, I was
Sorry.
like against being in front of a camera. I'm like, no, because I've only ever put myself in front of a camera once before, and I hated it.
You pretty much said if it wasn't for me and Anthony, you probably wouldn't go ahead with it. But
Nah,
we're
but
here
yeah.
now, so
See, I feel like
And
a
you're-
bit comforted because I'm in the middle of you two, but I'm still also the.
and remember,
Yeah.
this is only first episode, so like we'll be bringing guests on and all
Yeah.
that. Like it's not
yeah,
just going to be.
we've
us.
already got some guests lined up, which we're not going to say, but
Yeah.
we've already got some guests lined up.
We've got
Exactly.
a guest lined up as we
Yeah, we
currently
do.
A
speak.
guest.
We do, which we're
we've
not
got-
going to say just yet. So
We've got a fully compiled list of at least 30 people in it that we can definitely try and get on
can
board.
I
and
can I do one little hint maybe?
Well,
It's
got a
another
Ford?
it's another Malteser. Put it that way. Put it that way. Okay. So
with another slow car.
no,
come on, man. Come on, man.
he's gone faster than all the.
You're going to hurt all the Barrow boys.
Yeah, but
doesn't even own
he
a
doesn't even
barrel.
have a barrel. That's how much you know. It's just still.
Yeah, but I'm
it's a
saying,
single
yeah,
cam.
yeah.
You-
No,
you've
but
done
now you're
that.
just hitting
It's
away
an
more, man.
inline
Come on.
tech.
I know, but you're giving away
Now,
more, man.
now we're dropping too many hints.
Could be
but-
Junior FPV for all we know. Junior FPV.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
before you know,
That
you-
EFT guy, who's that, bro? That
Don't know.
EFT, yeah,
Some
that-
10-second
Yeah.
junker.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you
Quicker
didn't
than
say
I've ever
Maltese and you said single overhead cam, we could have just said, "Oh, we got Jason from Tunnel Vision coming on."
Man,
you know what I mean?
Corey Connor
He's
himself
definitely
with
not
the
Maltese.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not Maltese. Good guy.
Jason's Maltese from Tunnel Vision.
Is he actually?
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure he is. Pretty sure he is. If anyone knows, comment down below.
If Jason's in
Jason
this,
Giller is Maltese.
What's his last name,
is.
Tar?
It's Giller.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not a common Maltese name, but he's
No, it's
Maltese.
Well, like we said, man, I'm not related to Adrian. If we get asked that, Adrian Patelli,
Yeah.
I actually get asked that question a lot. Like, I'm not lying here. I get asked a lot.
it's just because that Portelli name now has been in the spotlight. It's like it's not even shining like the light on Maltese names. It's just like Portelli. It's like are you related to him? It's like, dude.
I used to have to tell people how to spell my last name, like on the phone. Yeah, I don't have to do anymore. They go, oh, like Adrian Portelli. Yeah, and I'm like,
Try Benici, bro. Try Benici. Dude, do you know how many people buckle trying to spell my last name? It's actually bad. It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know if I've had that problem with Caruana.
It's pretty easy.
Before we get sidetracked, are you finished introducing yourself?
No. See, this
true.
This is the problem with us at the Wodcast. So that was one of the nicknames we're going to call it. We're going to call it Wodcast.
But we're like,
But
can't do that.
No, we can't do the Wodcast because then it's like people are going to think we're talking about like salami and
Yeah.
prosciutto and,
and like sushi mango.
and like building houses out of
Stevie
brick and lots of
Pants
concrete.
Stevie Pants, the man, and that, yeah.
That'd be someone.
Yeah.
That's another topic.
We actually know Stevie Pants quite well. We've had a good night with him one night.
That would be an interesting podcast.
Well, he's not really necessarily in the car scene
He's
per
not a
se.
car person. He's
but
just funny on Chapel Street.
he was into the car scene, and we did speak to him a lot about cars. He was interested to learn a lot about cars that we told him
He
about.
actually hasn't done much lately, but
He
He's
got.
doing-
What did he get? What do they call it? That thing? Something.
Is it a cease and desist?
That's the one. He got a
Yeah.
cease and desist, man. So he
Yeah,
can't.
From Chapel Street, he can't actually. So what it is, that cease and desist, he can still record in the premises of Chapel Street. He just cannot actually step foot on the road. Otherwise, basically, they have full permission to fuck his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
he just sweared.
We can
Yeah,
bleep it out.
look,
Well,
it's going to be monetized, yeah, but yeah, it's.
Dude, it's the pilot episode. Who gives a shit?
Hang on. So, what's your
Stevie Pants.
Stevie
Pants?
Pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has got a cease and desist.
On Chapel Street for
So-
causing too many. What would you say? Too
Well,
many.
Exciting a lot of people in their nice, hotted up cars. As
And
some
who
people
were those
say.
people doing burnouts on Chapel Street and being excited?
I wonder.
I don't recall anything, man.
And
I
then we wonder-
own an EF Turbo.
Then we
so-
wonder why things get closed up and all that, yeah?
Yeah, I own an EF Turbo, yeah. So I've never owned a black FG Turbo in my life.
Oh, use young kids these days. Kill
So,
me, yeah?
young.
Kill me.
I'm
Yeah.
young. He's not.
Kill me.
I'm not young.
Anyway, back to introducing me. I forgot what we were up to. Anyway, 2020 comes around, bought the camera, started, doing all that shit. It was actually before 2020. 2019, a lot of people know me for my photography. A lot of people know me for my meat. So I've got like a sort of like a split bag on how people know me. But it's good because everything ties into each other.
Like the rotary scene, man. You're big in the rotary scene as well, too.
The Rotary boys love me. Like
So-
I'm not saying that just to boost my ego. Like I love the Rotary scene.
yeah.
Like it's sick.
I love rotaries, but I don't know anyone in the scene yet. You know
I
what I mean?
love
So,
hanging around the people in the Rotary community, and I love just the cars in general. Like, it's been, 2 years in a row now. I've headed up
Yeah.
to Sydney with all the Rotary boys.
I'm just looking. If you know, you know. In the rotary scene, blame Damo. That is actually one of RX-7 Bub's stickers.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
now I get it.
Yes.
Damien Luchev or whatever his name is. Yes.
ah.
Yes.
He's posted some of the photos I did of his car recently.
Yes.
Those photos were sick.
Oh, yeah,
the fog and everything in those photos just looked sick. So
So
before we
beautiful.
get sidetracked again, because I
Oh,
reckon
bro, we can't help ourselves, man.
Dude, I reckon we've got like 8 topics of this podcast already that we've like split through
Yeah.
and we don't even know
We're
about
jumping
it.
everywhere.
Man, we started talking about Paris Hilton before we introduced me. You know what I mean? So,
Don't compliment yourself, mate.
come on, man.
Stop boosting your ego like you boost your EF.
Who is that EFT guy, man? FPOS? What is that?
Anyway, yeah, so a lot of people know me because of cars, like the car meets. Some people know me for my car. A lot of people know me for the photo stuff as well. Like Matt said, big in the Rotary community. I've gone up to Sydney 2 years in a row now for Roary Revival and Jamboree. Crazy experience every year, yeah? Like, the stuff you see while you're up there, the people you meet, and just like, you can't beat the weekend. Like this year, we had a house booked out just before Penrith. Big property, massive driveway. We had like 10 rotors on the driveway. We had
Seen that
like,
photo.
dude, we had
That was a cracker photo, man.
We'll put that up.
dude, yeah,
Yeah,
that photo
that's
there,
going up.
like,
That was- yeah.
it's like here where I'm moving my hand. We had like R100, 1300, 2 808 RX3s. We had RX4s. I forgot what else we had. But then there was also other rotors that came later that weren't even in that photo. Like,
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
and just like, think of that, and then there was triple the amount of people that there was cars as well. So
How long does the event go for again, bro?
So Roary Revival was just a full day event, and then that weekend was the NDRC round at Sydney Dragway. So they had all the top fuelers and that there. So we went there for a look as well.
Yeah.
But then we also just spent a lot of time cruising. Like we went to, in Sydney, there's an event called Cars Under the Stars.
Okay.
Awesome car show. It's at Weatherhill Park, it's called. Like they've got like, it's like a homemaker centre sort of thing, yeah? You pay for your entry, it goes to charity.
Try and do the right thing.
Later
you know what
on
I mean?
in the night, like they do trophies, and we were there with like 10 Melbourne cars, and everyone was like tripping out. They're like, "Why is there so many like Melbourne rotary cars here? Like this isn't like
When you're
inconvenience."
passionate, you're passionate, man.
Yeah, but it's like you have a look, like, bro. If you seen us, like, if you were pulled over at a truck stop and you seen like 10 people trailering up old Mazdas on the freeway, you'd be like buzzing out. You'd be like, "What the is going on?"
I was going to imitate a sound, but I don't want to embarrass myself. Like
No, don't
just
do
your
it.
typical rotary sound, just rolling up on the trailer.
Yeah, but yeah, so I've done some pretty hectic beats in my past, I'd say. A few different spots around Melbourne.
Can we talk about that? Because I'm sure
In
there's
a
going to be...
minute.
I
We'll
wanna
get
gonna
back
be-
to
yeah.
it.
We are
We'll
going
get back
back
to
to
it.
it?
We're going to
Alright.
get sidetracked, and we're going to keep getting sidetracked, and we're going to keep getting sidetracked.
All right. You give me the nod when I can ask you a question.
Yeah, so cars and coffees, I'll say happily we're going to bring them
TRE.
back. With TRE, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in
Well,
Derrimut. Killer
I
coffees,
don't know much
bro.
people know. I actually have my own tyre business called Patelic Tyres that I've started. It's been on the thought for a while, but I might collab with you guys even. You know what I mean?
Well, we actually talked about doing a meet and at a specific location out Melton way, but
we actually did.
no one's done
when I was
one there.
partnership in the
Yeah.
same business, but with when I
Hackshop
was,
Garage Boys done one.
yes,
Yeah,
but
they did at Melton,
This
so-
is a completely different idea. Like no one's done one there. We're not talking about Autobahn, by the way.
I
for
actually
those
don't think we
guessing.
spoke about the spots here, man. I'm not going to say it right now, but it's a spot in Melton where no one's, I don't think, done before. So,
McPherson Park.
No, definitely not McPherson Park.
what's that? Who's that, man?
Once
No,
again,
but yeah.
before we get too sidetracked,
Yeah, exactly right.
Lots
Sorry,
of
man.
meets,
Just-
lots
yeah,
of car
like-
shows.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not a main. Obviously, we got our day jobs. Like you got tough shooters, you got your day. What is it again? You do again? Sorry, man.
I work on the wharf, so if people don't know what that is, I unload and load ships.
You love loading up, don't you?
I work at.
All right, people,
I work at,
people are going to click off this podcast so quick. They're going
Yeah.
to get so bored of us.
No, not really.
Well,
We're about to talk about some juicy stuff. Like,
My day job. I've
Well,
been
this
a
is
bro.
only the introduction when you think about it.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
that's it. Just a
they
quick
don't have
rundown.
to watch this. We're already probably talking half an hour about us.
you tell me one intro that isn't boring.
Well, when you think about it, it's already about...
Everyone just wants to be nosy anyway. Sometimes if they don't like you, they just want to know something
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they just
They
want to add
they're
to
just,
their
no,
list.
they're just gonna.
All
Yeah.
right, so where were you?
Where was
well, I was going to say what I do for my day. No, go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
I'll finish.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
So,
Oh, my
what do you
you're
do?
loading, you...
I work at it used to be Burrell, but they got brought out by a German mob called Knauf. So I work at a plasterboard joint making plasterboard in Port Melbourne, not far from yourself. So we've been going over the Westgate for the past. We're in the western suburbs. Us boys are all here.
Yep.
We've been going over the Westgate for the past 8 years. Me and yourself.
Yep. Definitely.
So
yep.
I've been there, and obviously I've got my side hustle that I've just started a couple of months ago. Jesse's got his Prostreet.
And,
And
yeah, I've got no
And
hustle.
you've got a Skyline.
Yeah.
Skyline
You don't
and,
need
and,
a
a,
side
and a
hustle.
VL and a family.
Yeah, your side hustle's looking after the kids. I mean,
Yeah,
you've got a kid
pretty much.
yourself
Yeah, I've got a
as
kid
well,
too,
so-
but yeah,
Yeah.
not full time. I get him every second weekend, but yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, Jesse. We'll stop getting sidetracked, but yeah.
And then, so obviously your side business is your tyres and that. So you've got
Yeah, which
Portelli
I'll-
tyres now, which actually we just released the rebranding of.
Yes, we
I
did
actually
today.
did the logo of that.
Yeah, you
so-
did. I remember sitting in your room.
Oh,
I think
dude.
I was very tired.
Yep, we were.
I
very
was
tired.
nearly going to stay the night, I think.
Dude, I was going to let you crash on my job. I
But-
didn't even care.
Nah.
But yeah, so I do a bit of everything, like photography, the videography, even like little graphic design stuff. Like I used to make my logos, and like for mates here and there, I'll make logos and that as well. But
Like mine,
yeah, basically car meets, photography, videography. That's me. Been doing it for a few years now. First car meet at 16. I'm 21 now.
Yeah, it's
so-
going on 5 years, man. So
Was that the one that...
Dude, that was the one at Water Gardens. Do you remember that? It was
Right up the back corner?
back corner where there's like the up ramp to go to the rooftop car park.
And they were doing... I think they were doing work there or something at the time. It was like a fence up and all that.
Oh, I can't remember. Dude, it was a long time ago now that I try to think about it. But we had, I think, like at least 100 cars there. We had a kebab truck there. We had a fish and chip truck. It was a good night because we had
I
some
don't reckon I
killer
was there.
cars. It was a summer night, but I think it was like November, December, something around that. and it was just good cars. It was just like,
How was your
It's on
first tournament,
point.
man? I can't say I recall going.
it would have been a long time ago. Like, dude, you wouldn't have known who the hell I was. Dude, I didn't even post it through any of my personal. I would have ran it through one of my old pages I mentioned before, like how I had the old, like the Holden page and the Tirana page I used to run. Dude, I still got those accounts. One's got about 17,000 followers on it, which is just dedicated to solely Tiranas, yeah? It's crazy how many people actually follow it just for Tiranas. Like, it's like, geez. Like,
Man, speaking of followers, your dad's YouTube channel.
oh, dude, that's a whole
Your dad's
nother level.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, so...
Big overseas.
Yeah, big overseas, America, Africa, because it's a South African dog, South African Mastiff. If you guys get bored, search up Molly the Bauble, Boerboel. Yeah, that's how you spell it. On YouTube, it's got like over 3 million subscribers, and all my
He's not
dad
kidding,
does,
guys. Check it out. We'll put a link. Where are we going to put the link?
I was actually
just
surprised
put
by it
that
as well.
there. Yeah, I showed Anthony.
Yeah,
he actually
we're putting the
tripped
link
out.
somewhere. So, yeah, there you go,
Link,
Grant. You got a
screenshot.
shout out.
Yeah,
Molly
link.
and Grant.
Yeah, Molly Grant. Sully,
Grant's actually Jesse's old man.
my
so
old man that basically...
Has the Tirana himself too.
Started
Yeah.
all this as well.
Yeah, he started all this basically. If it wasn't for him
How long's
taking me to car
How long's it been on for, man?
What?
The YouTube page.
3-4 years.
Man, that's a big following for 3-4 years.
That's massive, dude. And it's like, does that cover dog food? Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. But like you
all
said,
it's nothing flash. All he does is film their day-to-day life on his iPhone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, playing, someone comes home, like, they're jumping, they're excited, you know what I mean? Like, Molly, the girl, she's 7, 8, like, around that age now. I honestly, for the life of me, I can't remember right now. Sully's 1, but Molly's a big girl, yeah? She's a tank.
Yeah.
She, like, you see her head and you're scared. Like, she's a unit of a dog.
she tricked me, man.
Oh yeah,
tricked me.
she almost bit you. That was
She
funny.
tricked me, bro.
Like not that she bit you, she just like scared you. She just barked at you a little bit. It just like made you a little bit intimidated because she was like, oh, all friendly, and then like woof, like, you know, back off sort of thing.
So, back to the car meet talk.
Yeah.
I
So
think
anyway,
we're done now.
Dad, 3 million subscribers. My other Instagram account,
Yeah.
24,000
Yeah, well,
followers.
we got Portelli Tires on Facebook as well. I haven't done an Instagram account yet, so we'll put the link somewhere as well there too, guys.
AFRB 26 30.
Mr. Portelli 96 on everything else.
Now,
All right, yeah,
All
a
right.
big one.
Enough
a big
of
one.
the introduction because the way I get cut off and the way we talk about other stuff.
We could be here for hours, man.
Oh yeah, because I still won't finish talking about me, and I never.
But this
talk
is going to
about
be the big one that a lot of people are going to be interested about.
me. Yeah.
so
All right.
the question is going to be, obviously, a lot of people know the last meet Jesse done. A few people got letters in the mail.
Yep.
Now,
Quite a few.
those letters were to go down to Derrimut Testing Centre. I don't know exactly where they were.
Nah, so it was actually just a random court in Derrimut, like industrial estate.
Oh, so it was all the one place for X amount of cars.
Yeah.
Okay. Same day, same time kind of thing?
I think people got allocated different times, so it's not all flooded at once. Keep in mind, I've been to one of these inspections before, about 2 years ago. It's all involved in this Operation Achilles, I believe it is.
That's still going.
Yeah, this task force has actually been going on for a long
I
time.
thought that was a harder COVID.
It started after that Troy Candy thing in
Yeah.
St Kilda. Everyone knows that
Oh,
was stupid.
That
Like,
was something else, man.
that
That was
was-
out of Troy's hands, yeah? That was Troy.
Yeah.
No,
Can't.
you can't blame him.
No, you can't.
you
That's the
can't
problem.
blame him.
You can't blame the individual.
It's
and
his
these-
crap.
Sorry, you can't blame the people organising these car meets.
Obviously,
for the
he's a-
stupidity of individuals.
That's it.
And you know what pisses me off the most, and I'll say it now.
Is Jesse from Prostreet Media.
These people that are causing all this ruckus are the same people that took up, oh, the police are picking on me. Oh, the police are shutting this down. The
I'm
police
getting my
gave me
car
a letter.
defected, yeah.
Exactly. I can't even show the number plates on the Skyline because I'm shitting myself that something's going to happen because
Yeah.
of all these people. Do you know what I'm saying?
All our cars are heavily modified.
Let's pretend
yeah.
I'm not on P plates, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's
what do you
why I
mean?
have-
Your car's registered through your business, so I don't know what you're talking about.
My
man.
car
So,
is
yeah,
a naturally
registered-
aspirated Ford, bro. Anyway, back to the topic about
So
car
go back
meets,
to it. So
because we love
what's-
cutting each other off.
Yes.
What's your side of it?
So that car meet.
Did you let the police know firstly
All right.
that the car meet was happening?
Start to the very start when we first organised the
Yep.
event. So me and Nick that own Albert's Basement Cafe, not our first rodeo there. He
Yeah.
always gets in contact with. Usually we go to, I forgot which highway patrol station he usually uses, but
Want another drink, bro?
we always contact. We shoot an email or a phone call, whatever, get in contact with the right person, and we, get the go ahead from it, or like notify them, like, hey, this is going down. We've done it before, this or whatever. Usually keep in contact with the same person. He's had his connections with people high up in highway patrol and stuff like that before.
Yeah, so
Now-
it was planned.
It was planned. We've definitely notified them. We've told them about the event, and we had that communication with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Not your first rodeo.
We spoke to the council as well. You know what I mean? All it, I think, took for that to happen was, look, the neighbours came out because obviously they hear the cars, they see the traffic in the street, it's building up. They're not meant to, if they're just a generic neighbour, they don't know what Prostreet Media is or anything, yeah? And they're going to see a bunch of cars making noise, yeah? Because you hear cars coming in, wah, 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 driving on their
Because some
way
people
out.
get carried away, man.
Look, there was...
You get J'd up in the moment.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. There was a couple idiots there, and I picked on them for it. Like, if I can't
No, you
stand
did.
for people...
I remember you
like,
telling me. There's a time and a
misbehaving.
place. We all love our fun, don't get me wrong,
100%.
yeah?
Dude, I almost seen someone get ripped out of a Hyundai Getz because he decided to dump the clutch on his way out.
That's what I mean. It's time and place,
I
man.
can't recall who tried to rip him out of the car, but
But it's
yeah.
a minority for the... The minority for the majority.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And that's what it is, yeah. You're always going to have that one little group of
Yeah.
dickheads.
Like
that-
100%, I'm turned off going to car meets now. Even one of your ones. Like, I'd be scared to come to one.
That's why I really enjoy doing like the cars and coffees. Cars and coffee, you're
much
guaranteed
people
to get a
wanna come
good
out.
crowd. You don't get the late night people that just go out,
Yeah,
run
for
amok
no
and
reason.
don't get
It's
people.
all the older boys with their families. Their
Yeah,
kids,
they get up, they just want to take their
And it's
car
more-
out, it's not their daily.
Yeah.
Go out,
It's
have a
more
nice...
like-
it's like going out fishing. Yeah, some guy wants to go out fishing or...
Oh,
yeah,
well, that's
it's
a hobby. This is their
Yeah,
hobby.
But it's like the police, I think they're just trying to minimalise the amount of, the amount of idiots there are. I don't think they're also, because I've spoken to coppers about this in the past as well,
You have.
they're not a fan of the night car shows as much as well. They know, obviously, they tend to pull a bigger crowd. They tend to pull more idiots in the crowd.
Yep.
And I understand that because I've done however many meets I've done in the past and car shows and, especially the one at Albert's Basement Cafe, man, we raised over $6,000 for, what was the mental health charity? It was Gotcha for Life. So, and
awesome stuff,
we
man. That's
we
awesome.
changed 122 people's lives by doing that car show.
There you go. That's,
With like treatments and therapy and all stuff like that, all mental health related.
and that's what people need to get. You're trying to do it. You're doing it for a good cause, man. So...
And it wasn't my fault. I wasn't going to know that happened. And anyway, back to like the actual reason why people got letters is, I believe that people call 000. They obviously had a sook. You get your Karens, yeah. Like you'll get like that run idiot on the road. They'll bloody EPA you for no reason, yeah. Like they'll ring up the EPA, dob you in your rego, and then you
I've
you
been
gotta go
EPA'd,
get.
man, for a BF gear with a stock exhaust.
Dude, people get EPA
So-
for such dumb reasons,
Yeah.
and it's happening a lot more. Once again, it's happening a lot more as of recently.
People are just getting letters in the mail. They don't even
Just
know
in general.
they've got one.
Well, they don't really
What
know...
was the background?
Yeah,
Like-
they don't really know how
So-
it got
Do we actually know
instigated.
what's happened to anybody?
Well,
Like-
cops there at the meet themselves.
So some people got inspections, some people, coincidentally, they were at that car show, but they actually got the letters for other incidents and stuff like that. Like they've been like elsewhere and they've been spotted, like just generically. Yeah, it could have been another car show, could have been
Yeah.
elsewhere, could have been on a cruise. Yeah, you know what I mean. And just you got that one copper that's sort of gone, hey, I know these people, seen these cars, know what it is, bring them in, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't pull them over. Might as well get them in the long run. Like that's just how it is. I guess.
Inconvenience themselves and...
Look, Sydney, from what I know, I've got a few mates up in Sydney. The car scene in Sydney, we're about 3 years behind with them.
Don't they have to do a roadie every year?
Yeah, every year.
I'm not sure.
No, I believe so. Every year you got to get a roadworthy. That's why I don't mind buying. I've brought it, as you know, I've had it after FG Turbos to last a lifetime.
Yep.
I've brought quite a fair few from Sydney. And I like buying them from Sydney
Actually,
because I know they've had a roadworthy.
My
recently.
VL was from Sydney.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Well, for the EF to get it back, we went to Wagga. That's another story, but for the EF, we done a day trip to Wagga Wagga to get it back.
That was a mission.
And conveniently ended up being, no crap, 7 days to the date.
7 years to the date.
7 years to the date.
Today.
No,
Yeah.
when we bought his car back in February.
I'll do a quick rundown. You know, it was
was
I
last year.
wanted to. I sold it. I regretted it massively. I wanted to do another Barrett. I had FJs. I got rid of the FJ to do it. I go, okay, I'm going to do another Barrett A series. I want to do a Barrett Turbo A series. I want to do another red one like my one that I have now that I got back. I went on Marketplace. I go, I don't mind going to Sydney. I don't mind going to Adelaide. No idea this thing's in Sydney. I've done Marketplace on Sydney. Whatever. Go, hang on a minute. Okay. Sunroof, whatever. This is bloody my old car. I message the guy. Does it have this and this? Yeah, man. Okay. It's an old car. I go, how much you want for it? I won't say on here. But we agreed on a price. He actually dropped it a fair bit when I gave him the story. I go, man, I'll put an RDO for work tomorrow. I'll come pick it up. He goes, man, you do that, I'll sell it to you for the price I said. Hey, Jesse, you want to come Wagga Wagga tomorrow? Did I say it right? Is it Wagga Wagga?
Wagga Wagga.
And we done it. 5 hours there and back. The car didn't miss a beat. Your car was still NA.
Yep, your
The
car
car was
actually,
still NA?
the only issue your car had was
Epping.
the water tap.
Epping.
And we had to...
We just got to Epping.
And we had to fill up the diff oil on Jack. We had to get the jack up the car.
How did you even know the diff oil was low? Was it?
He
That was
told,
what he
it
said.
had some crappy ass flaw in it.
So where's the car now?
in
At
his
home,
garage.
In my garage with a blown tranny. We can take that in many terms, but yeah. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, but a blown transmission.
Everything's accepted these
Blown
days.
BT.
Yeah. So,
20.
and Jesse also has the same issue too. A converted 400 kilowatt car with a stuffed.
Converter.
So
Oh, look, the
What's-
auto's probably on its way out, not going to lie. But
Got a power glide sitting over there in the corner.
yeah, but I don't think I've got an RB in my engine bay, buddy. If I had an RB, my car would be broken a few more times and on a few more tow trucks.
well, next will be for
Oh,
you. Next,
really?
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
Next for you will be the drive shafts. That's I'm tipping that. You got to take
Don't.
us when you go to the strip. We got to take a spare because we are planning to go together one day. I'm keen. I'm all for it.
Well, my car's entered for some of that, so I'm bringing up a full
Are you going to
spare
Summonats
diff.
this year?
Yeah, we're going.
My car's entered.
I
We're
don't think
gonna
I'm
be-
going this year.
So I'm bringing up a full spare diff and drive shaft, just in case, because I don't think I'll have enough time to build a diff.
I took the Calais up to Summonats last year. Didn't have it in Summonats.
Yeah.
If people don't know,
But you cruise around at night.
It was sick. It was
It's like
absolutely
Chapel
sick.
Street times 20.
100%. Man, it was so good having a car up there. Would go Summonats during the day, and I took my family up there as well.
Yeah, that's it.
So we'd go
It can
Summonats.
be for the family. There's
100%
people-
it is. Man,
Certain hours.
yes.
I noticed
yes.
that it can jam up a bit
we
Saturday
did,
night.
We did leave certain time because it wasn't my first rodeo there, so I knew what to look out for.
Yep.
But we were just going back to the caravan park having dinner, and then me and the boys were hopping in the Calais and cruising around.
It's our passion. Like how people
Yeah.
want to go for a 4-day rave and they plan for it, man. I know people that plan for it to go for a 4. I know guys older than yourself, man, that plan to go for it. This is our
Summonats
passion.
is grouse.
We-
I took the
we-
kids
we
and
are-
they
we
loved
are-
it. So
We get excited.
Tristan sat at the burnout pad for like 4 hours.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't get him away from it.
You would have
so.
loved it, man.
did.
Dude, I used to J up, like, you know, I obviously hate people hanging around, like, crowds at the fucking exit and doing, like, you know, trying to J up people for burnouts. But I've got to remember as well, I was like a 10-year-old me at one stage, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we've all
We've all
been
been
there.
there.
I understand,
Yeah, yeah.
but then people don't understand, like, kids younger, like, you know, I'm saying anywhere
And it's a
between...
different time, especially for me and Anth.
I'm saying people between 19 to 10, you know, they don't understand like what it is from a host's point of view of, you know, they go to the effort to the car show and they don't want people doing burnouts.
Or hosting
and
it
as a
themselves,
little
yeah.
kid, all you want to see is burnouts. You know what I mean?
They don't
So-
understand about EPA defects.
Here's one for you.
Oh,
What's
no.
the quickest E-series going around at the moment?
Oh, here we go.
I don't know, man.
I really don't know who it is either.
I think mine is. In my head. Nah. Oh, Mr. Paul Austin.
No, it's not Paul.
It's actually not
Is
Paul.
it not?
No.
He's not far off, but
I think Paul might be sitting
Who is the fastest E-Series?
5th or 6th.
E-Series. Okay, E-Series.
E-Series.
Doesn't matter what's in it, but an E-Series for,
It could be
E-Series.
EB, ED.
Junior FPV.
No, I don't think
Not
it's
even
him
junior
either.
FPV.
I think he's gone. I don't think he's cracked the 7 yet. He's 8.
EBT, EBT.
What's he gone?
I'm not too sure. He's running some big power though. He's running probably up Paul Austin level. EBT, I think it's EBT 747. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I'm lost already. I've
Yeah.
I'm far
For
behind
people
them.
who
Who
don't
is
know
it? Yeah,
who
come on. Yes.
Paul Austin is, we'll add the photo up now. Bang.
Yeah. Paul.
That's him.
Popping the
That's
wheels
Paul
there.
there. Yeah,
That's
there.
my photo.
That EL has gone an 840 at the moment. Yeah, so I'm pretty heavily involved with that car. When I mean heavily involved, I haven't really
Sitting
done
in it.
much on the car. Yeah, sitting in it.
You got a name for a reason, bro.
I do help him out at the track. I call myself the team manager, so I call the shots.
Got a problem, go speak to Amp. He's the
But
manager.
yeah, that car has got a fresh setup in it. Stay tuned. There's something else coming out. So that car went a 9.3. It was just consistently running 9.3s. Whacked a
All
bigger,
day,
whacked a bigger turbo on it. Car come off straight off the trailer. Went 890. Bang. First pass.
Was
went
that
890.
pass with the wheels up or different pass?
Nah, this was
Different time
testing
out.
tune time. Nah, this wasn't recent. This
Yeah,
was
no,
a
it was
while
a while
back.
ago, yep.
Then the car went at 880 that same night, like a couple of attempts quicker. And literally the week after, we went to Pizza Society in it with 4 of us in it drinking beers. Like that car is actually a full straight car.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to bring up. Some people don't realise, again, being an E-Series owner myself, you throw in the Barra turbos and you're making some big power. I know some guys with 500 kilowatt FGs, and you got the EF 400 kilowatt sitting right beside it. People got to realise, live axle, RS. An FG weighs a good 400 kilos more. So you've got to put a full car load in an EF to make it equivalent to an FG with one guy. And that's what a lot of people don't get.
It's the same with the VLs, man.
Well, that's like even saying B series and EF. Remember, we raced at Calder.
Yeah,
and,
we raced at Calder, yeah.
Yeah, we raced at Calder.
Called
and
at Mexico Park, yeah.
Calder, yeah. And I had you until I didn't. And we're making 3 kilowatt difference, if that. Only thing different is our gate setup, and that's about it. And I've got a different bottom end to you. We'll just leave it at that.
My VL was making 270, and I raced my cousin in his VFSS.
And different gearboxes and ratios. Yep. Sorry.
No, that's all right. I ran him in the VFSS, making 340, and absolutely embarrassed him.
That's what I mean. But people don't get that. Oh, why are you making 340?
Yeah.
They don't.
People just think about horsepower. That's the thing. And people that aren't cultured in like drag racing, street racing, all that sort of stuff. Like I've been raised around drag racing my whole life. Not like the not like the crewing side of it. Like, I've never been like really in like a drag racing crew. Like, like say being alongside like a pro stock team or like,
Monique.
like a super gas or for example, like Monique Ambrosi, she's been around drag racing her life, but the more like, the actual team based environment, working with the dragsters.
She know more about us.
What's her PB? I think she's gone to 8-1.
She's gone low 8s. She's gone
It
low
is
8s.
low 8s.
And she's a gun. Like, you should see some of her reaction times. I trip out. I'm like, how are you getting like a 0001 or 001?
Does she practice?
Yeah.
Well, you got to think, you're pretty personal.
But in a dragster like that, it's all to do, a lot of it's like computer based, but it's also setup based. It's just shit. Like, I was actually talking to her about it one time about drag racing, and she's like, within the millisecond if you've effed up your run or if you've nailed it.
Oh, for sure.
Before you even leave the line, sort of thing.
I think we should get her on.
And that's like, drag races, I'm a big fan of. Like,
100%.
I love all motorsports.
We've been down the strip ourselves.
I love all cars. I love all motorsports.
I went a 15 flat in a Y62 Patrol.
I went at 18.3 in a Ranger.
Nothing too crazy there, mate.
I went at 12.9 in a BF on the Draggy app. On the Draggy app.
If only Christie's Road, Christie's Road had a time board with some Skinners on her.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
Mexico,
Christie's Road?
Christie's Road.
It's just a tip, bro.
Yeah, I think it's rubbish.
Yeah,
Just a rubbish tip.
Train station, that's about it.
Yeah, the train station I used to do car meets at. Like legitimate car meets.
Dude, you've still got that video when old mate come out.
That FJ.
Oh, no.
That went viral.
Bro.
Can we put that up?
100%.
Can we put that up?
Here it is.
I've got that video somewhere. Hey,
Here
I've got that video somewhere. I've got to find it.
Here it is. That's it. It's up.
That's on topic with what we were saying about before.
About the car
how you
scene.
get some dickheads at car shows. Like, this guy was not a car enthusiast at all. He just happened to have a car.
He could be having like a 600 kilowatt today.
No, that car's still around. I still see it get around the area, bro. It still looks the same.
Well, damaged.
No, it wasn't even damaged, bro. Dude, I'm surprised it didn't end up in the paddock rolled over. Anyway.
Any control arms, nothing like that? No.
I don't know. He probably went and took it to a fucking mechanic and got it fixed. But, dude, that's what I mean. But, like, you get some just dickheads at your car show.
That's everywhere, but yeah, the car
Like,
scene
That's
especially.
in, that's in every scene, but man, like, you know what? Actually, I went to a JDM, mate, with the Skyline.
The one at Lawbeck?
Yeah, we went to Lawbeck and then we went to GYG.
Yep.
It was a different scene, I have to say. Like, say the JDM scene to the VL scene, it's completely different.
Yep.
The VL
The
scene,
boys got money kind of thing, or? Yes,
I wouldn't even talk about money, man. Everyone's just more friendly.
Okay.
People were coming up to me, talking to me, like, hey, man, nice car, like, oh, it's this, that,
Yeah.
like having a conversation. Where if I rocked up to a VL meet, by myself, mind you, I went, people would be looking at me like, who's this bloke?
Yeah.
Who's this bloke? What's this bloke doing? I can't even repeat the words that they'll probably be using.
Yeah,
It's just a different scene.
Yeah.
it is, and it's sad, man, and it puts a lot of
It
people off
is.
the scene.
It's true,
My
man.
brother itself, man.
The
My
VL scene is shit.
Well,
There's no other way of putting it.
My brother,
Well, it's
man.
like, speaking of car scenes, the rotary scene had its days long time ago, from what I heard. People used to just not get along in the rotary scene because it would just basically be shop wars. Oh, you go to here, I don't talk to you. You go to here, I don't talk to you. And I did a rotary cruise and meet with Buzznats, which actually got sold off to new owners, where we went to where the Hero drag rails get distributed out in Chelsea Heights. They've got their factory there. So we did a cruise. We all met up at Lawbeck. Even before that, we had all the Westie Rotary boys and like the North boys.
Yeah, so it was pre-meets and
down.
stuff.
Yeah, there was pre-meets and that, yeah. All cruised down the Lawbeck. We filled Lawbeck up with rotaries. Yeah, like the whole car park was full of just rotaries. It was crazy.
You got a photo that we could put up at all?
Yeah, I got a photo. I got a photo of me standing on top of a Tesla charger telling everyone what to do, actually. I was standing on the top of a Tesla charger. I was about like maybe 4 meters in the air. The top of my head maybe,
I
but...
can see you doing it too. I can just, without even looking at the photo.
Dude, you can... People that know me, I will do anything for the correct photo. Like, I'll
Oh,
climb
yeah.
shit. I will jump on stuff. Like, I'll make it happen. Like, I don't care. I'll got balls. And then, but it's like, yeah, it's one thing, like, say, for example, jumping up a container to take a photo. Then it's one thing getting down. Especially when you got
You've
a
done
camera.
it for TikToks, bro.
Oh, dude. The things you do for the shot, yeah, not everyone will do that. So
Yeah, but like you said, the minority that reckon for the majority. Like example, I'll do a quick one. My brother actually brought my old BF Gear Turbo when I made it no more than made 330 kilowatt. My brother brought it and went all out with it. Yeah, he ended up making 620 kilowatt turned down. Planned to run it and everything whatnot. He never ever ran it on the strip, man. He just ended up wrecking it out. He just got it. He's got his own 4-wheel drive every day now. He's got his business. I don't know if we want to maybe give him a quick shout out as well while we're here. His business, his equipment
Ace
hire business,
Equipment or whatever it is.
equipment hire.
Yep.
He's into that now, man. I think he'd probably buy maybe a cruiser one day, but he's right now. He said the car scene's toxic. I don't know how you do it. Obviously, I probably maybe have a bit more of a passion than what he does. You stick it a bit, but he goes, I love it, but it just wasn't for me. It's too toxic.
Man,
So,
I've been thinking about selling up everything.
you know what I mean? And my brother's proof that he done it, man.
100%, man. That was like when I was trying to sell the Skyline.
That's sad, man. That car, that was a setup for a good low 9-second car there. It would have been cool. It was small frame too. So it probably could have been up there at the small frame record. But again, never got to see the full potential.
I reckon that's it for our first episode,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I
we'll
think...
finish up whatever we were talking about. What we were talking about before. We were talking about the E-Series things, and then we were talking about drag racing, and then we were talking about my meets again, and then people smashing their FGE.
Quick rundown of ourselves. And
Well, all those videos and all that will be added up.
your mate we explained your mate.
Next,
Yep.
yeah, like we just doubled on a bit of everything. If there's anything that you guys at home want
episode?
to hear want to hear about, especially, maybe leave it down below in the comments.
We got our guest coming up next, don't we?
Yeah, we do have a guest. I guess we could say who he is, so people can tune in next.
Let's not say it yet. I reckon we'll do like a
you
sort of
reckon-
reveal on our social. I reckon we'll do a review on our social, like a review.
Yeah, we're gonna put on it. So keep it on our social.
Stay tuned there.
We'll pop a few highlights up on
Jump
Instagram.
on the Instagram page. It's called Prostreet Talk. At
All
the
one
moment.
word.
All one word. Yep.
Yep.
So make sure you hit that. Give that a follow, and
That's probably how you found us to begin with in the first place.
well, hopefully.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Well, they probably just found us off one of our pages, but
Right.
yeah.
If there's anything in particular or any guests you'd like to see, that maybe we could try swing
Tag
along.
him, etc.
Yeah.
Tag guests, give us ideas, drop them in the comments
Yeah,
who you want to see.
no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna put it out there. We have got a pretty long list of ideas of who we want, but throw it in there. You're probably gonna throw in people that we're gonna say, but
Well,
yeah.
for the first episode, we got one individual, and I think we're gonna get a double for the second one. So technically, this isn't even episode 1. This is episode 0. This is like the trial and error episode.
This is the
giving you a
pilot.
rundown of who we are,
Yeah.
especially probably me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, this is the pilot episode where we experiment where shit doesn't go to plan. You know, we get one thing we definitely got to do for the next one is probably print out something so we don't get
probably put
sidetracked.
our cars up or something as well too. So
Yeah.
he's actually know.
Maybe decorate the man cave a little bit more.
Put a bit more forward parts, or not just forward, man. A bit of everything, yeah.
You're not moving any of this shit, are you?
Nah, it's probably going to stay there now.
I kind of want my license plate for the front of my car, and I think Matt will too.
Oh, the EF barely gets driven, man.
We'll see everyone next episode.
Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and
Thanks for
you
tuning
we'll
in.
catch us on the next one. Thanks, guys. You take care.
I'll sign everyone off, I guess.
Yep.
So
All right.
thank you for tuning in, and you will see me in front of a camera once again.